And we're back, guys. Welcome to Tennis After Dark. I'm your host, Good Energy. I appreciate all the love and support. I want to thank you guys for an amazing year in 22, and 23 is off to a great start so far. And listen, guys, just want to really quickly, before we get into the tennis scores and results, been getting a lot of spam comments on the account. Now, listen, guys. When YouTube suspects an account is spam, this is like a new account someone creates like last week or 2 weeks ago, and literally they'll spam your videos asking for free pics and this and that. What YouTube does is they hold the comments for the content creator to review them and approve them. So they may appear there, but they're not really there. And I've just been getting an increase with the new year, especially with the Australian Open coming up, an increase of these accounts that are just asking for free pics and free pics. Listen, guys, if you want to support the channel, like the video, leave a sincere, genuine comment. If it's about the player, talk about your player, but when it's, directed towards me, just make sure it's sincere. If I don't think it's sincere, and especially if YouTube thinks it's spam, then it's just not going to be approved. But nonetheless, guys, I will try to bring you draws when I can, but I get a lot of people asking for free picks all day. I don't have the time to predict every video, and some picks, a lot of the picks I do are numeric picks. If it's not a numeric pick, if I don't have an opinion on it, I'm just not going to do a video on it. So please, guys, be sincere with that and understand that I get a lot of people, a lot of people that go to the videos and ask for free picks. And look, guys, just wait till I release the high quality picks I can and enjoy them while they can. But this is a hobby, it's an entertainment. Each video takes about an hour to make. There's a lot that goes into that. I have to cut it in the studio, upload it. There's a lot that goes into the 5, 6, 8 minute video. It takes about an hour of work, sometimes more. But the reality here is, look, keep it sincere, keep it genuine. If it's about the players, you can say anything you want. We're here for the entertainment. Talk about your players, say whatever you want. But when you're asking for free picks for me, and then you're getting mad when I can't give you a free pick, look, that's your problem, not mine, guys. Okay, stay tuned for the free content. It's free. Nobody pays for the content. So when I can give it to you is when I can give you the free picks. All right, but have some discipline, have some self-control. But to spam all my videos asking for free picks, that's not discipline, that's not self-control. And if you're that way in real life, this is not for you. You need discipline with this kind of stuff, and that means waiting till you have a good match. Anyhow, let's take a look at some scores here. We're gonna start with Tatiana Maria. Now she's actually from Spain, but she lives in Germany now. Now she took on newbie Gibson, and the reality here is this was a match where we saw Tatiana just want revenge after Coco just spanked her. She came out with 5 aces, guns blazing, no double faults. She played really clean tennis. And look, she won 79, nearly 80% of her first service points. And she just kept Gibson on the pressure on her back heel all match long. And I said, I like veteran players when they're in form and they're playing just less experienced players. You're normally going to see them get taken to school. That's exactly what happened here. Maria, a great price. Next match here, and listen, guys, I said this, if you listen to the channel, you're going to get the best advice just listening to the videos to make your own decision. I told you that Sloane just got off of vacation, literally, like 2 weeks ago, okay? Literally, and you can tell she's not in form. Beautiful woman, look, very classy. What she does off the court is amazing to help kids, but she's not in shape. And if you listen to when I covered Lauren Davis last match, Lauren Davis is in shape. She looks really, really good in form. And tennis is about form, fitness, confidence, experience. She broke Sloane 4 times in this match. This was very, very bad, very bad. She's still committing her double faults, 2 double faults from Lauren Davis, but she won 68% of her first serves. Lauren, she literally won 56% of her second serves, while Sloane 50% of her first serves, 40% of her second serves. She gave Lauren 11 breakpoint opportunities. Unbelievable. Lauren just dominated this match, and not that she's, look, I might have to take Sloane off my top 10 list, but the reality is Lauren took things serious. She's in great form right now, and this is a match where Lauren was the underdog, and a match I would take Lauren Davis to win anytime because Sloane is not in form. If you listen to the last match I covered on Sloane, I told you that. Next up, we had the veteran Sigmund, and she's from Germany, taking on Martincova from the Czech Republic. Look, Teresa, I said, was definitely one of the rising Czech stars, but I also said she hasn't been healthy. And then if you follow the channel, she is kind of like a Anna Kalinskaya from Russia. She doesn't finish a lot of matches. She gets injured in a lot of matches. She's tough, though. This match went 3 sets. Martincova took the first set, but then she lost the second and third set in embarrassing fashion. 6-1, 6-2. And look, 4 double faults from Martincova. Her best shot's her backhand. But the reality here is players that have a really good backhand but can't really beat you with their forehand, I tend to stay away from, because especially when you're facing an experienced veteran like Sigmund, it's going to be tough. Sigmund won 63% of her first service points. Not great numbers, but Martincova only won 59% of hers. Martincova was 5 of 27 on second serve points won. Are you kidding me or what? Unbelievable. She gave up 16 breakpoint opportunities. Laura only gave up 5. This is a type of match here where I would have took Laura because she's just more experienced, and she's strong, she's fit, she's experienced, she can cover the baseline, she can really. Laura breaks down though when she's deep. When she's going deep in the draw, she's like a Victoria Azarenka. Once she gets past the first couple rounds, her body starts to break down. She's older. If I remember, I think she's maybe 33, 34 years old. Kind of like Vika. So yeah, when she's playing these grueling matches like this, like literally a 3-set match, I'm curious to see who she plays next and how her form and fitness will look. Next up, from the hard-hitting Ukraine, and Helena taking on Rebecca Marino from Canada. Rebecca's got a good serve, but if you get her moving, especially get her moving 2 to 3 feet inside the baseline, and you can force her to hit long and wide. That's a scouting report I noticed on her matches, and someone skilled like Anne Helena can really do that, because Anne Helena, of the two, I think Anne Helena's the better baseliner. I do think Rebecca's stronger, the better server. She put up 6 aces in this match, 5 double faults. I've been saying it all the time. The best servers make the most double faults, but people tend to not think that's true for some reason. Anne Helena even got 3 aces herself. She won 66% of her first serves. Rebecca Marino just couldn't really get the ball in play. 52% of her first serves, 33% of her second serves. Anne Helena is not the best at getting her first serves in, but she normally makes up on the second serve, which is really odd. You know, Anne Helena a lot of times will win more of her second serves than her first serves. I'm still trying to figure that out. But Rebecca had 2 break point opportunities, couldn't convert on any of them. Anne Helena forced Rebecca into 8 break point opportunities, and Anne Helena's playing good. She's still looking good from her championship in France, and the fact that she's in such good form early on, she's gonna have a good season. And a couple years ago, I mean, I thought of her as the next big thing from Ukraine, especially with Elena getting a little bit older, if you will, and she kind of had a off year the last year and a half, but I do think this year will be a bounce back year for Anne Helena. I think she's gonna have an amazing year. Some other scores on the day, Buskova taking on Jacqueline Christian, the upcomer. Now, Christian is playing good tennis, but this is a match where Buskova, I thought, had really good value, because Buskova she's a really good defensive player, and Bouzkova's put on a lot of strength. She's put on a lot of weight, and I think the injury, just being away from the game, gave her the chance to put on the weight and then convert it to muscle. Bouzkova looks really good. That was an easy lock, one of the easier ones of the day. And of course, I gave you a lock on Wang to take out Olivia in the first set. And of course, Wang did that. She broke her a couple times in the first set. Wang's just a much stronger player, but the numeric play was the first set. That's not a match I would take Wang on, because Wang, I noticed she fades in the second set. Wang plays her best tennis in the first set. She took some of the best players on tour to a tiebreak in the first set. She took Samsonova to a tiebreak. She took Beatrice Haddad. She took Sabalenka the distance. So, but that stopped now due to a rain delay. But Wang was the first set lock. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Let's take a look at the Adelaide International 2. Now, this is the premier tournament leading up to the Australian Open. And look, some tough talent in this tournament. Really tough talent. We're going to start with Jill Teichmann and Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova. Now listen guys, I've said it all the time. I like the big women. Carolina in the building. How would she do against Danielle? We'll see. But listen, I like the big women. I like the Ostapenkos, the Taylor Townsends, the Anastasia Pavlyuchenkovas. I'm tired of seeing these skinny chicks run around the court. I'm tired of it. I want the big mama Ostapenkos, the hard hitters. Now, Anastasia is one of the best servers on tour when she's healthy in form. She's getting the car started again. Look, I thought she did a good job in this match. She held her first serve. She won 78% of her first serves, but the second serve is where she faulted the most. Jill Teichmann won 73 and 75% of her second serves. That's good serving statistics for Jill Teichmann, the crafty lefty. It was funny seeing both these ladies wear the same outfit, but Jill Teichmann, and look, tennis is a type of sport where you need a mental edge. You know, just seeing her shake, you know, after she wins a point, faces the crowd and, you know, shakes off, showing her back to the opponent. Some people view that as disrespectful, but in tennis, you know, just like the fist pump at the net after you win a point, anything to get your opponent's mental confidence off to get an edge, because a lot of tennis happens on the fly, improvising when the ball's in play. A lot of times you never really know where the ball's going to be. So a lot of that mental edge helps get opponents through these matches. So a lot of opponents like to, you know, shake off, kick their feet, you know, kind of, you know, wiggle their butt at their opponent, give a fist pump at the net, you know, come-ons, yelling, anything you can do to disrupt an opponent's game, especially when they're just getting started. And I felt Anastasia, Jill Teichmann got to her with her antics in this match, and Anastasia just, at the biggest moment she failed, but she'll be back. It's still early. And Pliskova, ranked 31st on tour. Danielle Collins, 14th. This was a numeric lock for me. This was a personal lock. I had Danielle Collins winning this match. She dominated the first set, breaking Carolina twice, and then she broke her in the second set to kind of seal her fate. Danielle Collins literally can match the power of Pliskova, but I like opponents with strong backhands when playing Pliskova, because if you can find ways to hit your backhand, her footwork gets a little sloppy. She can beat opponents that lean on their forehand because she prefers her forehand. She's powerful, she's long, but if you have a very strong backhand, her footwork gets a little sloppy. And serving ability, Danielle Collins had 7 aces in this match. She won 71% of her first serves. That's right where she needs to be winning matches. Pliskova won 62% of her first serves and only 19% of her second serves. 4 break points, all she needed. Now, Pliskova had her opportunities. She had Danielle under pressure point situations 8 times. She only cashed in on 3 of them. Again, I like opponents with backhands to take down Pliskova. That's how you beat her. Strong backhand. She cannot return that type of firepower with her footwork. Definitely not. But she's still one of the top ranked players on tour. If she's serving well, she can beat anyone. Now, the youngest fan in attendance watching Serrana and Beatrice duel it out, the first set went to a tiebreak. This was a really good match, and Beatrice Haddad was nearly a 2-1 favorite in this match. 4 aces, 3 double faults. The first serve of Serrana's got to improve. 61% is not going to get it done, but then again, Beatrice Haddad returns with so much firepower. 39% second serves, just did not get it done. She had 9 breakpoint opportunities, just being the veteran, more experienced player, but Beatrice was just too strong. She prevailed in the end. This next match was clearly the match of the day. Elena Rybakina, Grand Slampian, taking on two-time champion Petra Kvitova. Look, Rybakina's 23. She would be in the top 10 if she had her Wimbledon points. Kvitova's ranked 16th. The first set, Kvitova just dominated, and I kind of felt it would go this way. Look, Elena's got this similar type of game as Kvitova, let's just be honest. Both ladies serve well. Both ladies prefer their forehand when the ball's in play. I do feel that Elena's got a better backhand, but the problem is Elena doesn't have the footwork to be able to keep up with the stronger player. Kvitova's her left forehand is just too strong, and I think that's really what it came down to. Elena, just being the taller opponent, just didn't have the footwork to keep up with the angles and the rockets Kvitova was just blasting at her. That's really what it came down to, in my opinion. I mean, if you take a look at the stats, I mean, the reality here is, look, a ton of double faults from Kvitova. We know that the best servers make the most faults. 4 double faults. Elena had 7 aces, but she really struggled on her first serve. Seeing Kvitova win 86% of her first serves and 61% of her second serves, she was on point all match long. Elena did not have a single breakpoint opportunity. That just shows, I think Kvitova took this match personal. You know, just looking at the matchmakers, like, really? This is what you're going to do? She came out playing very well, and she said it herself. Her performance depends on how she feels when she wakes up. There's been talks about retirement. She's been talking about wanting to settle down and have children. Kvitova doesn't have much time left on tour. So these matches like this, especially to start the season, she's got to win. And this is a match that I definitely would have picked Kvitova as the underdog to win. Nearly a 2-1 underdog. There's no value on Rybakina at all. I mean, similar type of player. I'd take the veteran that's stronger and left-handed. The other match at the Adelaide International 2 was Belinda Bencic taking on Garbiñe Muguruza. Now listen, Belinda Bencic was a modest 2-1 favorite in this match. It had to be the lock of the day. Garbiñe does not look good. I don't know what's going on, but Belinda Bencic at that price, looks, put everything you got on it. That one easily straight set victory. Listen guys, stay tuned for more tennis coverage. This is Tennis After Dark. It's been my pleasure, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace and love to everyone.